Hello everyone, welcome back to Event Advice. I'm back with Matt. This week we're going to be talking about on-site badging. So lots to get through, lots of different options. So let's jump straight into it. Matt, tell me about badging.
Okay, there's a bit like all technology, there's going to be three different elements. We've got the software, we've got the hardware, and then we've got the support. Okay, so making sure you nail all three of those components is critical to the success of your on-site badging. So let's start with the software. We want you to be able to build a really nice badge that works for your audience. It's got great brand capabilities, that's got good logic so you can create multiple different badge types. And then we want to make you a great interface so that when you turn up at your event, you've got that wow moment for a delegate to walk up to. Software. When they turn up on site, you manage that software using your on-site reporting. Who's registered, who's been and got their badge, how many reprints, how many edits did you do? So you can monitor that and manage it on site. Next bit is the kiosk. Okay, so we've got loads of different kiosks, as you know, because you design them. We've got our big standalone robots, we've got our glides that sit on a table, and then we've got our minis. So choose the kiosks that work for your event, okay? And that might be size of event, location of event, the space that you've got to manage registration are going to dictate those decisions that you make in terms of the type of machine. And then finally, and just as important, we've got badge type. Do you need single side, double side? Do we use eco stock? Is that important? It's certainly important to us. Do we use a plastic card, more like a credit card? If you've got an event that's weeks long, or maybe multiple events within a series, let's give them something that's really got some kind of longevity to it. Making sure that you can create those great looking badges irrespective of the type of badge that you use is the final piece. And then support, making sure that you choose a company that hold your hand, support you with the badge design, turn up on site when they say they're going to, greet your delegates, make that experience enjoyable. It's the first thing that a delegate sees. It's the first part of their event when they turn on site. Let's not mess it up. Let's make it a really pleasurable experience. And if you get those three things right, then you'll make sure it is a great experience for the delegates.
Super. So let's talk to me a little bit more about the differences in badge stock. What am I thinking about when I'm choosing which to use?
Quite often there'll just be, it's a bit of personal preference. So some clients will want to have a small badge. So something like a credit card size badge works. Doesn't have to be plastic, it could be paper. So the size is often a preference. You might want to go for something like this, like I say, if it's got to last for multiple days, and that really will do. You stick it in your wallet. Got little clips, you can wear it here as well, so you can still do the networking and stuff, but with something that's a little bit more robust.
It's almost like a take-home bit of merch. You could actually make that a bit more longevity to that, isn't there? I know my wife goes on a lot of events, and we've got probably 20 lanyards at home. She likes to keep the lanyards.
I've never understood it, but yes, that does happen. Yeah, the kids love them. That's definitely a piece of take-home merch. I think the not advantage, but the reason to go for something like this A6, very visible, great for networking. If you're doing lead capture, attendee capture, and delegate networking, then having something like this that sits here is probably more user-friendly. I think the other big win with this type of stock is the fact that it is genuinely sustainable. So it's made from recyclable materials and it is recyclable. And we've all got our kind of targets and objectives and goals around sustainability. And so do the clients that we work with. So that might drive the decision that you're taking in terms of the type of badge that you'll choose at the event. Key bit is that from a setup perspective, it's easy. Choose your badge, apply your branding, choose your different personas, ticketing types, set up your machine, get cracking.
What if I've got quite a complicated design that I've got in mind for my badge? I'm not worried about the ink and I'm not worried about the environment. I just want my badge to be as impressive as possible.
Yeah, I mean, we build our technology for you to go crazy, like we do with the event app, like we do with our event registration. It's the same with our on-site badging. So you can come in there and do those, very, very design orientated badge setups. I think it's always a balance, isn't it? When we're making recommendations, we'll say to people, be creative. Go there, do something that you can be proud of, do something that resonates with your audience, but be mindful that we want them to get their badge quickly and efficiently. So don't overdo it.
Let's talk about problems, issues, how do we manage, let's say someone was walked up, they don't have the event app, they might not have registered. How do we deal with last minute problems, like someone whose badge needs to be reprinted because they've lost it, they've thrown it in the bin, they lost it when they went out to get a sandwich, all those sorts of things, queue management, things like that. How do we manage the on-site experience?
There's a variety of different ways to do it. The first thing to manage the event experience is make sure you provision for the event. So that's the planning and preparation beforehand. We know our delegates. We roughly know how quickly they're going to arrive. So make sure we're provisioned in terms of the hardware. If we need 10 kiosks, we've got them. We've got a help desk. In terms of people that turn up and haven't registered, where's a space they can register? Can they do that on a mobile form? Can they do that on the unit itself? Have we got a separate desk set up where they can register? Or do we want to just quickly add them to the system on our mobile phone so we can print their badge? Reprint's exactly the same. You go onto the system, you look at the person who's printed their badge. Maybe they've lost their plastic one, they've lost their paper badge, and we can reprint quickly. So as you know, because you built it, it's a progressive web app. So I can manage all of that on my mobile. I can manage it on my tablet. Or I can manage it on my desktop.
You touched on the branding, but what can I do with the kiosks if I really want to take it to the next level?
I think there's a variety of things that you can do with the kiosks. Let's talk about the physical things that you can do. Lots of our clients will sign up this hardware. So they will actually have stickers, branded stickers covering the whole unit, which gives a real wow factor, as well as having that digital asset that you've got. We're increasingly seeing people do videos on that digital asset. Maybe they've got a video from the event last year. Maybe they've got a sponsored video that they want to push to generate sponsors. So they're using videos to kind of create that wow moment when you approach a sponsor. But you can also have various different ticker tape or scrolling notifications, like an RSS feed almost, which could be sponsors or information about the event as you arrive to it. And that's really common now on the events that we're seeing.
Super. Anything else you'd like to cover with badging?
No, I think the key bit is get guidance in terms of setup, know the ticket types that you're looking to action and support on the event. Be mindful of getting that balance between that design ambition and that efficiency and speed of ticketing when you turn up on site. And then just let them do their thing.
Lovely. Thank you, Matt. If you'd like to know a little bit more about kiosks, there's lots on the website, or you can get in touch with us anytime you need to. But for now, we'll see you next time.